are here at AmFest 2023, and I've got Kalkidan here with me from RedBalloon. Now, okay, this is okay. Okay, let me make a complete sentence, you guys. I got so excited when I met her earlier and found out about RedBalloon and what y'all do.
Yeah.
And so the gist of it is they help unwoke employees find unwoke employers and vice versa.
Yeah.
Is that the gist of it?
Yeah, so we are America's leading non-woke job board. So like she said, we help conservative companies find like-minded employees. And then on the other hand, we also help employees, the job seekers, find non-woke companies that they can work for so that they can feel free while they're at work.
So if I'm a job seeker,
Yeah.
and I don't want to have to go to a job where they're going to make me take a training where they tell me I have a virus in my brain because I'm white and therefore ergo I'm every istophobe there is in the book.
Yeah.
Then I can go to your website
Yes.
and sign up. How does it work?
Yeah, so they'll create a profile on our website, redballoon.work.
RedBalloon.org.
Work.
Oh,
Redballoon.work.
Work.
Yeah.
Oh,
just like this.
What are these dot whatevers? Somebody said dot movie earlier. Dot work.
Well, the thing is, it's a work site, right?
Okay.
So it's a site where people find work.
Okay.
So redballoon.work.
.work.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then they'll create a profile, and then they'll be able to upload their resume and kind of say what kind of job they're looking for, what their skills are, and then they'll be able to search through our database of people who have posted jobs, and they'll be able to see job postings and apply for one.
Okay. Now, I saw at your booth that you have a meter.
Oh, yes.
Between woke and unwoke.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So is it like if I go to sign up, if I'm an employer or an employee and I'm looking, can I put in like I'm a crazy right winger?
No.
Like, is one of the filters or check marks like I have a tinfoil hat in my closet? Because I do.
No, it's not. So actually, our Wokometer is a video segment that we do, that I do with redballoon.work.
Okay.
Where basically it's a way to keep people informed of what's going on in the woke work environment, and then we rate the company. So for example, when the stuff went down with Bud Light, right?
Oh, yes.
So we did a Wokometer about Bud Light, talking about what they had been doing, keep people informed about what's going on in the news. And it's kind of a fun way to, you get to rate them, say, for what they've done, they're going to get a Wokometer rating of super woke or crazy woke or something like that.
What's like the worst versus the best? Is it like 1 to 10?
Yeah.
Or is it like...
So we have not woke, and we have kind of woke, we have super woke, and then we have crazy woke.
Like off of the deep
off
end.
Off the charts woke. Yeah.
Okay, so they're like jumping off.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've full sent. They have a man sporting some women's bras. That type of thing. Yeah.
Okay, and we don't want those.
No.
We don't want those
not.
companies.
We do not stand for that.
Now, have you found, I'm curious, because one of the things I've heard recently is that a lot of these companies are going woke because of like advertising dollars, because of investments and things like that. Have you found a pattern between the crazy woke companies, like how they get there, what happens to them, and why?
Right, yeah, because you see a company like Bud Light that is so pro-America.
Right.
Just turn on a dime.
That's what, they got the Clydesdales, we got America, they give money to conservative candidates and stuff like that. Yeah.
I think a lot of it has to do with how strong the social push has been for woke and, kind of catering to the newer Gen Z, the more woke side of America, and also to get good ratings, right? So if they can do enough DEI hiring, or if they can support the woke agenda enough, right, their ratings are going to be higher from the woke standpoint, right? Right.
What is it, Lord Benjamin, what is it Robert calls DEI? It's something elitism and intolerance. Elitism and intolerance. Yes, so that's what we've decided. The DEI is not actually about bringing people together or diversity. It's about how can we make each other, how can we make people hate each other as much as possible?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so what had you get involved with RedBalloon? What got you jazzed about this company?
Yeah. So I got connected with RedBalloon because I've known Andrew Krapuschetz, who's our CEO, for a while.
Okay.
And then also my boss as well. He kind of snagged me from the company I was working at and brought me over to do some marketing and public relations for them. But then as I started working with them, and as you see stories of people who have to deal with the DEI situation in their workplace. People post-COVID getting fired for not taking the vaccine, for not agreeing with the woke standards, getting fired from their jobs, even though some of them were loyal employees, right? Working for this company for 20 years, getting fired, right? Over these woke ideals and policies. So seeing their stories really was one thing that got me fired up. The injustice. And like you were saying, with the DEI, it claims to be so inclusive and so diverse, when in reality, it's creating division in the workplace like we've never seen before.
Well, and as if we don't have a hard enough time getting along, anybody who has had any kind of a job for more than 5 minutes, right? You're, any job you have, there's always some weird tension. There's people you don't get along with. Maybe your boss is a jerk or just like doesn't have a good management style. So let's just make it worse. Let's make it harder for everybody to get along. My sister is in education. Yeah, and so she had to do a diversity, like a DEI training or whatever, and she made some comment to her director like, hey, I'm not going to be able to make it to the racist training this Friday, so what do I have to do to make up for it? And he goes, you mean the anti-racist training? And she said, no, I meant what I said. The racist training, because that's ultimately what it is. It's just
hiring by skin color.
And like, we're going to tell you that you're bad because of your skin color.
Because you were born white. You didn't get a choice of it, but you were born that way, and that means that you're some sort of crazy racist elitist.
And that's what it's like. It doesn't even matter. And then they're working so hard that they got to put people who aren't white in the white category, right? Jewish people are white now. Asian people are white now. Hispanic people are white now. I'm just like, what? But why though? But why?
So one thing that's super cool that has happened recently is RedBalloon.org has been able to partner with Turning Point USA. So we are now the exclusive job portal for their alumni. So now all Turning Point alumni are going to be they're going to be able to find conservative jobs through RedBalloon by using the portal that we partnered with Turning Point USA.
Okay, so now I have a business. In my other life, I have a bookkeeping practice. So if I'm a business and I want to recruit folks, I go on redballoon.com, .work. Oh, good golly, I'm fired. Okay.
Yes, RedBalloon.org.
Does RedBalloon fire people when they are terrible at their job? RedBalloon.org. I'm an employer. I go sign up. I'm assuming I make a profile like if I were a job seeker.
And then we'll get you connected to our salespeople to talk about how much it'll cost specifically for your company to post jobs onto our website and to find employees. And then also we have this thing called Recruiter, where basically if you're too busy, you're looking for a high-end position, you can pay us and we will do the searching through all these different profiles and send you just the best candidates.
Interesting. So it's similar to some of the other competitors, like a Zip something that we won't mention, or like a Link something we won't talk about, but actually for conservatives. I love this. I love this because we were talking before the camera started rolling, and I was sharing how, as an employer, it is so scary in this environment to hire.
Well, and I can tell you, as part of Gen Z entering the workforce for the first time, I did not want to be part of a woke company, and I can tell you my parents did not want me to be part of a woke company, right? You don't want to be thrown into this world where you are silenced, but you have to cater to everyone else around you.
Exactly. You got to be worried about your paycheck. You got to be worried if you're going to be safe, if you're going to be discriminated against, if you're going to whatever.
It changes your life to be working with a company that is values aligned to you. We have seen lives change. We have had testimonies of people who said, my marriage was so stressful, but I realized it's because how stressed I was at work. And now that I've found a values-aligned company where I can go in, I can be myself, I don't have to be worried that I'm going to get instantly canceled and fired. Their home life changed.
Exactly.
It's true. Yeah.
This is the thing. One of the things I love about this, we were talking to someone earlier about the parallel economy.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. And so there's so many folks who are so afraid to stand up, to speak up, to say no.
Right.
Right? To say, you know what? I'm not going to your racist training. I'm not going to go to your homophobic training or whatever, right? Because everybody is an istophobe. It doesn't matter who you are, right? If you're black, you're still racist. If you're gay, you're still homophobic. I mean, it's like it's nonsense.
It's crazy, right? Because I mean, even myself promoting this company, I've had people on Twitter, come out to me and they'll say, "You're just a racist elitist. You hate black people." And I'm like,
you're a racist. Yeah, you've internalized the white supremacy.
Yes, and they'll say that. Well, it's just because you've been surrounded by white supremacy, so now you're a white supremacist.
This is the thing that I've never been like. I'm like, oh, you know what it is? Okay, have you seen the Dave Chappelle skit where he is a KKK member?
Oh.
Okay, but he doesn't know that he's black, and it's a whole thing, and it's like that in real life. Like, you guys think that Dave Chappelle character is real.
Oh my gosh!
Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, it is absolutely nonsense and outrageous. Not to mention the fact that is actually racist.
Right.
Okay. If you are a person of color, if you're black, if you're whatever, if you're homosexual, They don't want free thinking people, and so they will literally insult you in a way that is racist or homophobic to try to get you like back onto their side. And it's like, do you guys not realize that you're the actual racist by saying black people can't think for themselves or homosexual people can't think for themselves? Like, do they realize that they're the actual racists and homophobics?
But it takes someone that maybe looks like me in order to say that, in order to not get those kinds of attacks, even though I still get them, right?
So stupid. It's absolutely outrageous and nonsense. But you know what? Here's the deal. I love that there's this parallel economy that is forming. RedBalloon.work is a part of that parallel economy, you guys. We do not have to stick with people who hate us. We do not have to give them our money. We don't need to count on them for anything. We can do it ourselves. And I feel like RedBalloon is one of those organizations that's ready to catch people.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Like the trust fall in real life. Be willing to take the leap. Stand up for yourself. There are people and organizations out there designed to help you. You don't have to take it. So tell everybody where so RedBalloon.work is your website. Now, what about like social media and things like that? Where can people follow you?
Absolutely. So we are on Instagram. We are also on Twitter, which I guess is now X. And
it'll always be Twitter.
Yeah, in our minds, yes. So we are on Instagram. We are on X. We're on LinkedIn. Definitely give our YouTube channel. Definitely look at that.
Okay.
So on all platforms, we are RedBalloon.work. That's RedBalloon.work.
All spelled like normal. You didn't get cute with the spelling. There's no weird letters or anything.
We're not cute with the spelling. So it's just RedBalloon.
Oh yeah, look at that.
.WORK.
All right. And now, okay, what else? Is there anything else you want to share with our viewers or with the listeners before you go that you think is like really important that they need to know?
I don't think so. I think you really summed it up when you said we are there to catch people, right? So they have to take the first trust fall, right? They have to take that first leap to leave their jobs, which is scary. It is. But again, like I said, we have so many testimonies of people who have then found very, very good jobs on RedBalloon.work, and then it changes their lives. It changes not only their work life, but actually their home life as well, which is so powerful.
I love it. Thank you so much for being with us
Thank
today.
you so much for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, I'm going to have to sign up my business on your website now,
yes, ma'am.
and I want to be rated. I'm going to message you, and I'm going to be like, I want to be rated.
Good.
Okay?
All right.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate it. See you guys.